Chosen one, listen closely. You have not arrived at this message by chance. Every step that brought you here has been directed by heaven with flawless precision. This moment is not random. It has been prepared for you long before today. The Spirit of the living God has drawn your attention because you are standing at the doorway of something extraordinary. A flood of divine favor is about to enter your life, changing the course of your future in ways you never imagined. Chosen one, you are standing before a supernatural release of provision and breakthrough that will erase every voice of doubt and dismantle every barrier. What once appeared unreachable is about to become your reality. As Scripture declares in Habakkuk 2:2-3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it linger. Wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." That appointed season has arrived. Anointed one. These are not merely comforting words. This is a prophetic declaration over your life. You are entering a season filled with overflowing blessings, renewed strength, and divine purpose that no person, no institution, and no force of darkness can steal. Raise your faith, ready your heart, and receive with open hands, because the storehouses of heaven are opening in your favor. From this moment forward, your life will never remain the same. Chosen one, understand this clearly. You were intentionally led into this sacred encounter. Heaven interrupted your ordinary routine to bring you face to face with an extraordinary destiny. What you are receiving is not simply another message. It is heaven confirming what has already been written over your life. God has chosen you for a transformation that goes beyond human explanation. You are entering a new season where renewed strength, vibrant life, and abundant blessing come together not only as outward restoration, but as undeniable evidence of His presence working within you. Anointed one. Whenever God sets someone apart, He places an eternal purpose upon their life. That calling is filled with authority, grazie, and meaning. The exhaustion of your past will no longer define your future. The wounds you have carried will no longer become your identity. Instead, you will walk forward marked by the promise, favor, and destiny that heaven prepared for you before the foundations of the world. Instead, you will carry a glow, a vitality, an unmistakable presence that announces to everyone around you, something supernatural has happened here, and it is God's doing. I know what it feels like to look in the mirror and see fatigue staring back. I know what it is to walk into rooms carrying heaviness, wondering if the years have stripped too much away. But chosen one, I also know what it feels like when God breathes fresh wind into your lungs, when His Spirit lifts the weight, when His light makes you radiant in ways you cannot fake or fabricate. That's what is about to happen for you. This gift is more than skin deep. It is not about vanity, it is about testimony. When the Spirit renews you, people will notice. They will ask why your eyes shine brighter, why your step is lighter, why your presence feels different. And your answer will not be creams, deeds, or secrets. It will be God. His Spirit will radiate through you so strongly that you will become a walking sermon without saying a word. Anointed one. Your body will testify, but so will your atmosphere. People will feel peace around you. They will sense vitality when you enter a room. It will be like carrying springtime in your very being. Refreshing, undeniable, impossible to ignore. And this is not temporary. This is not a fleeting season. It is a prophetic shift into your new identity. Remember, when heaven touches earth, the natural must bow to the supernatural. Age bows. Weariness bows. Limitations bow. You are stepping into a season where everything that once decayed will now be renewed. The world may not understand it at first. Some may whisper, some may doubt, some may question what changed, but the evidence will be undeniable. God Himself has set His glory upon you. Chosen one, as you embrace this transformation, you will feel the joy returning. Laughter that had been buried under layers of struggle will rise again. Energy you thought was gone forever will return like fresh oil poured over your spirit. This is more than a new look. It is a new life. It is heaven's announcement that your story is far from over. Pause for a moment and let this sink in. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. The giver of life is rewriting your narrative. Just as He renews the eagle's strength, He is renewing yours. And the world will see the difference. Chosen one, this is your confirmation. Receive it, believe it, and know your youth, your vitality, your radiance, your abundance. They are being restored right now. Chosen one, the transformation that is beginning in you is not surface level. It is not just about what people see with their eyes. It is about what heaven is establishing in your spirit. When God renews you, the renewal flows from the inside out. Your mind becomes sharper, your heart becomes lighter, and your steps become stronger. What once drained you will no longer have power over you. What once felt impossible will suddenly feel natural because the supernatural has overtaken the natural. Anointed one. People around you will not always understand what is happening. Some will look at you and whisper, "What changed? How did they come alive again?" They may not have the language for it, but they will sense it. Your glow will not be cosmetic. It will be divine. This is why the word says, "The joy of the Lord is our strength." That joy will show up in your face, in your energy, in the way you carry yourself. And it will be undeniable that it was not man's doing, but God's. I remember seasons in my own life when I thought my best days were behind me. I felt worn out, like time had stolen too much. But then, without warning, God began to shift everything. Suddenly, I had clarity I didn't know I had lost. I felt peace I couldn't explain. Even my body responded. My strength came back. My energy returned. And people started asking what had happened. Chosen one, I tell you this, not as theory, but as testimony. The same God who did it for me is about to do it for you. This transformation is not a quick burst that fades away. It is the mark of heaven upon you. It is God saying to the world, "This one belongs to me, and my glory rests upon them." You are stepping into a season where your very presence will carry weight, not because of titles, not because of achievements, but because the Holy Spirit has renewed your inner being and allowed that renewal to shine outward. Chosen one. Get ready for people to be drawn to you in unexpected ways. They will be curious. They will want to know your secret. And this is your opportunity to point them not to yourself, but to God. Every compliment, every question, every bit of attention becomes a chance to glorify the one who renewed you. You will not just be younger in appearance, you will be stronger in purpose. You will not just look refreshed, you will live refreshed. There is a holy glow that comes when you are aligned with God's will. It shines in your eyes, It moves in your smile. It resonates in your voice. Even when you say little, the spirit within you speaks loudly, and as you continue to walk in this new season, that glow will not diminish. It will intensify each day that you surrender. Each step that you take in obedience adds more light to the radiance you carry. Do not be surprised when resistance comes. Whenever God elevates, the enemy agitates, but do not fear. Resistance is proof that you are stepping into your destined place. Stay anchored. Stay faithful. Remember that this is not about striving. It is about surrendering. God is doing the heavy lifting. Your role is to believe, to receive, and to walk boldly as the renewed, radiant chosen one. You are. So, chosen one. Lift your head. Stand still. Look forward with expectation. You are walking into a chapter that will not only restore what you thought was lost, but will reveal a version of you that you never dreamed possible. The world will marvel, and you will know it was all God. Chosen one, let your spirit awaken to this truth. When God begins a work of transformation, He never does it halfway. What He is unfolding in your life right now is not only renewal, it is elevation. You are stepping into a season where everything about you will speak of God's glory. Your posture will carry confidence. Your eyes will shine with divine light. And your life will draw others without you saying a word. This is not coincidence. It is destiny meeting, divine timing. Anointed one. Many will not understand the change at first. Some who knew the old you will question what is happening. They may whisper that it seems too sudden, too dramatic, too unexplainable. Yet, even in their doubts, they will not be able to deny the evidence. They will see the glow of purpose surrounding you, the unmistakable joy in your steps, and the calm assurance in your voice. This is the supernatural at work. God is writing a visible testimony upon your life. I remember walking through seasons where I felt invisible, as if nothing I did mattered. My strength was gone. My faith seemed small, and my body carried the scars of stress. Yet in those very seasons, God was preparing me. He was pruning, refining, and shaping me for what was ahead. And when the shift came, it was so clear that it wasn't my doing. It was His hand, His Spirit, His timing. Chosen one. The same is true for you now. Everything you endured was not wasted. It was preparation. This is why your renewal is not just about appearance. It is about alignment. God is aligning your body with your spirit, your energy with your calling, your identity with His purpose. You are entering into a place where the strength within you and the glory upon you will walk hand in hand. Others may say you look younger, but the deeper truth is that you are being restored into the fullness of who you were created to be. Chosen one. There will be moments when you feel resistance. People close to you may not understand because your transformation challenges their memory of who you used to be. Some will question. Others may withdraw. And even your own heart may wrestle with doubt. But take courage. Resistance is confirmation that God is pulling you higher. The enemy resists only what he fears, and he fears the anointing you now carry. Do not allow doubt to steal this season. Stand firm in the truth that you are chosen. Let your faith anchor you when feelings try to shake you. Keep reminding yourself that this glow, this energy, this renewal is not self-made. It is God-made. Each day you surrender, His Spirit will pour fresh oil over your life. Each step you take in obedience will add another layer of strength and beauty to your journey. So, rise, Anointed One. Walk boldly into the future God has prepared. What you are stepping into is not fragile. It is not temporary. It is eternal in nature. Woven by heaven itself, you are being revealed as a testimony of God's restoring power. And when the world sees you, they will know this is what it looks like when God makes all things new. Chosen One. The season you are entering is unlike any you have known before. This is not just about renewal, it is about revelation. God is revealing the true you, the version He saw before the world placed labels, before struggles left scars, before time tried to convince you that it had the final word. You are stepping into your divine unveiling, and the radiance that flows from you will be undeniable. Anointed One. Understand this. The renewal God has given you is not for appearances alone. It is a sign, a prophetic declaration to the world that His Spirit is alive and active. Your glow will not be cosmetic. It will be spiritual. Your peace will not be shallow. It will be unshakable. Your energy will not come from striving. It will come from surrender. People will notice this shift, and it will stir something in their hearts. Many will come to you not simply to compliment you, but to ask how they too can touch the source of your light. I remember a time when I resisted change because I feared losing what felt familiar. I held on to old habits, old friendships, and old mindsets that no longer served me. But the more I clung to them, the heavier I felt. Only when I surrendered and allowed God to prune what needed to go, did I begin to see true renewal. And though pruning was painful, the fruit it produced was undeniable. Chosen One. You may also feel this pruning now. Some people may leave, some patterns may break, and some doors may close. Do not fear it. This is the hand of God, removing what cannot carry you into your next level. This transformation is not about comfort. It is about calling. God is not simply making you younger. He is making you stronger. Visa. Bolder. He is giving you a glow that testifies of His goodness, a vitality that fuels your purpose, and a confidence that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. Every part of your being is being aligned with heaven's assignment. Chosen One. You may notice relationships shifting. Some will be drawn closer to you because they see God's hand at work. Others will distance themselves because your transformation confronts their complacency. Let it happen. Those who are meant to walk with you will celebrate your growth, not resent it. Trust that God is orchestrating divine alignments, new connections, new partnerships, new opportunities that fit the person you are becoming. Anointed One. Lean into this process with trust. Do not shrink back when the glow intensifies. Do not question the changes happening within you. This is not a coincidence. It is divine strategy. God is positioning you to be a living testimony, a visible sign of His miraculous power. Each day you embrace the new. You will notice fresh strength. Each step you take in obedience will open doors you once thought were sealed. So, walk boldly. Stand tall in this new identity. Do not apologize for the blessing, the radiance, the vitality you now carry. This is God's gift, and it was given for His glory. The world will marvel, but you will know the truth. You are forever young because the Giver of life has chosen to renew you. Chosen One. Lean in, And hear this. The renewal God is working in you is not just a season, it is a lifestyle. You are stepping into a flow of divine vitality that will continue to increase as you walk in His purpose. This is not a blessing that comes and goes like the weather. It is an eternal current of life, strength, and joy that heaven has assigned to you. The Spirit of God is declaring that your days of weariness are over. You are not simply surviving. You are thriving under divine grace. Anointed one. Do not be surprised when people begin to take notice in ways you never expected. Your co-workers may comment on your energy. Your family may wonder how you seem to carry peace no matter what. Strangers may be drawn to you without understanding why. It is because the Spirit within you is radiant, and that radiance cannot be hidden. Just as a lamp placed on a stand lights an entire room, so your life will illuminate those around you. This glow is not pride. It is proof that God is with you. I have seen this firsthand. There were moments in my journey when I thought no one saw me, when my light felt dim, but as God renewed me, it became impossible to remain unnoticed. Even in ordinary situations, at the store, at work, walking down the street, people stopped me to ask what was different. Some thought it was confidence. Some thought it was health. But the truth was simple. It was God's Spirit radiating through me. Chosen one, this is what is coming for you. You will not need to advertise what God has done. The evidence will speak for itself. Yet with this glow comes responsibility. God is not just renewing you for your sake. He is renewing you so that you can become a vessel of inspiration, hope, and testimony. Every room you walk into is an opportunity for God's presence to be felt. Every conversation you have is a chance for His love to be revealed. Your youth, your strength, your glow are not ornaments. They are instruments in the hands of God, chosen one. Prepare your heart for expansion. As God renews you, He is also enlarging your influence. New opportunities will come that require courage. Doors will open that you once thought were closed. People will seek you out for wisdom and encouragement. This is not random. It is divine alignment. Heaven has been preparing you, refining you. And now the world will see the fruit of that preparation. Do not shrink back when the spotlight comes. It is not about fame. It is about faith. God is entrusting you with visibility so that His glory can be displayed. Walk boldly, but walk humbly. Always remember that this gift is not earned. It is given. Guard your heart against pride, and let gratitude be your constant companion. Anointed one, there may still be moments of doubt. You may wonder if the glow will fade, if the strength will vanish. But hear this, God's promises do not expire. His renewal is not temporary. As long as you stay surrendered, His Spirit will continue to pour life into you. Each morning you rise. Expect fresh oil. Every night you close your eyes. Believe that heaven is restoring what the day could not. Stand with confidence. Chosen one. Embrace this divine gift with faith and expectation. You are not being renewed for a temporary season. You are being prepared for a greater purpose that will touch countless lives. The world will look upon your transformation and recognize that no human effort could have produced it. Chosen one. Quiet your heart and receive this eternal truth. The renewal unfolding within you is neither weak nor temporary. It does not rely on your own ability, but on the unchanging power of God. What you are experiencing is the fulfillment of heaven's promise over your life. a restoration established by the everlasting hand of the Lord. This goes far beyond physical strength or outward appearance. It reaches into your calling. Every area of your life is being brought into divine alignment so that you become living proof of God's supernatural faithfulness. Anointed one. Picture yourself entering a room and changing its atmosphere before speaking a single word. That is the influence God's presence upon your life will carry. Your peace will calm anxious hearts. Your joy will breathe hope into those who have grown weary. There will be a heavenly light surrounding your life that cannot remain hidden. People will recognize something extraordinary about you before you ever introduce yourself, because the glory of God cannot be concealed. Those who once overlooked you will suddenly see you differently, not because of earthly success, but because the Spirit of God shines through you. I know this journey because I have lived it myself. There were seasons when I felt forgotten, dismissed, and underestimated. It seemed as though everyone else was moving forward while I remained unseen. Yet the moment God renewed my spirit, everything began to change. The same people who once questioned my worth began searching for answers. Pathways that had always been closed suddenly opened before me. Opportunities appeared that no human qualification could have earned. Chosen one. The breakthrough that transformed my story is now making its way into yours. The same God who restored me is restoring you, and the evidence will be undeniable. Understand this. God is not renewing you only for comfort. He is renewing you for calling. You are being entrusted with assignments that require stamina, boldness, and clarity. That is why your strength is returning, why your vision feels sharper, and why your spirit is being stirred. You are being prepared to carry influence with integrity, to walk into new places with courage, and to fulfill your divine purpose with power. Chosen one. Not everyone will celebrate your glow. Some will resist because your transformation unsettles their comfort. They may whisper, criticize, or even distance themselves. Do not let their reaction distract you. Resistance is evidence that you are advancing into your next level. God is not allowing everyone from your past to walk with you into your future. He is refining your circle so that only those aligned with His purpose remain. Anointed one. Keep your focus on what is arriving, not what is leaving. New connections, divine partnerships, and holy alignments are being prepared for you. God is not simply restoring what you lost. He is multiplying it. Expect increase where there was lack. Expect joy where there was sorrow. Expect acceleration where there was delay. Heaven is orchestrating details in your favor, even now. Do not fear the responsibility that comes with this glow. Greater blessing brings greater calling, but you will not carry it alone. The Spirit who renews you is the same Spirit who sustains you. He will give you wisdom for every decision, strength for every step, and peace in every season. So, walk boldly. Chosen one. Lift your head high and embrace this divine unveiling. You are not only being made young again, you are being made whole. The world will see it, and you will know with certainty this is the work of God, and it is marvelous in your eyes. Chosen one. Receive this with reverence. The transformation you are experiencing is not meant to be hidden. God has placed His light upon you so that it shines before others. Just as the sun cannot conceal its brilliance, you will not be able to conceal the glow of heaven that now rests on you. This glow is not a reflection of self. It is a reflection of God's Spirit alive within you. Every step you take, every word you speak, will carry the fragrance of divine renewal. Anointed one. This season is about identity. You are no longer defined by the old labels others placed on you. You are no longer bound by the failures of your past or the fears that haunted your nights. Instead, you are clothed with strength, crowned with purpose, and sealed with glory. God is showing you and the world that you are His chosen vessel. Your identity is not fragile. It is anchored in eternity. I remember a time when I questioned who I was. Life's disappointments left me unsure of my worth. But when God revealed His purpose for me, everything shifted. My confidence was no longer based on circumstances, but on His promises. That same shift is happening for you. God is unveiling the real you, the version He designed before the foundation of the world. Chosen one. This is your appointed time to walk in that revelation. This renewal is not only physical, it is spiritual authority. You will notice yourself speaking with greater clarity, praying with deeper conviction, and walking with greater boldness. When challenges arise, you will no longer shrink back. Instead, you will confront them with the confidence of one who knows heaven is backing them. This is the power of divine youthfulness. Not only strength in the body, but courage in the spirit. Chosen one. Be prepared for divine opportunities to emerge. People will seek your wisdom, and doors will open in unexpected places. Do not hesitate when they appear, for they are not random. They are heaven's invitations. Your renewed energy and restored glow are preparation for these assignments. You are not just being made young. You are being made ready. Anointed one. As you embrace this season, keep your heart humble. The glow you carry is not for your glory, but for God's. Gratitude will guard you against pride. Every morning, thank Him for the breath in your lungs, the strength in your body, and the peace in your soul. Gratitude will keep your glow authentic, a reflection of God, rather than a performance for others. And yes, there will be moments of testing. There will be times when you wonder if the glow is fading. But trust this truth. God's gifts do not expire. The same Spirit that renews you today will sustain you tomorrow. Your role is to stay surrendered, to remain faithful, and to continue walking in obedience. So, rise, chosen one. Step into the fullness of who you are becoming. You are no longer defined by weariness, but by radiance. You are no longer defined by lack, but by abundance. You are no longer defined by fear, but by faith. The world will see it, and they will know God has done this marvelous work in you. Chosen one, this is the hour heaven has been preparing you for. Every prayer, every tear, every hidden battle has carried you into this moment. You are not standing at the end. You are standing at the beginning of something extraordinary. God has declared renewal over your life. And this renewal touches every part of who you are. Spirit, soul, and body are being aligned to display His glory. You are forever young because the Giver of life has chosen to breathe fresh fire into you. Anointed one. Understand the weight of this transformation. It is not only for your encouragement, it is for your assignment. Your radiance will become a signpost, pointing people back to God. The glow on your face will testify that His promises are true. The energy in your steps will proclaim that His word never fails. Those who once doubted will have no choice but to admit that God is real because they will see His hand upon you. I remember seasons where I felt forgotten. I thought my best days were already gone, my strength already used up. But in those moments, God whispered, "I am not finished with you." And suddenly, renewal broke through. Joy replaced sorrow. Clarity replaced confusion. And strength replaced weakness. Chosen one, the same God who renewed me, is renewing you right now. What looked like an ending is being rewritten into a new beginning. This transformation is not shallow. It is not only about looking younger or stronger. It is about walking in destiny. You will find yourself with new courage, speaking with boldness you did not know you carried. You will discover wisdom rising within you, the kind that cannot be taught in classrooms, but is birthed in the presence of God. You will step into opportunities that require stamina, vision, and faith. And you will walk through those doors with confidence. Chosen one, people will be drawn to you, not because of who you are, but because of who is shining through you. Your presence will carry peace, and your words will carry life. Some will come to you for guidance, others for encouragement, and many simply because they sense something different about you. That difference is God's Spirit alive and visible in your very being. Do not fear the responsibility of this glow. God would not entrust it to you if He had not equipped you to carry it. Stay humble, stay grateful, and stay surrendered. Gratitude will keep your heart pure. Humility will keep your spirit strong. And surrender will keep the glow burning brighter with each passing day. Anointed one, this is your unveiling. You are not who you used to be. The struggles of yesterday no longer define you. The labels of the past no longer confine you. You are stepping fully into your divine identity, radiant with God's life, empowered by His Spirit, and sustained by His love. So rise, chosen one. Lift your head high. Walk boldly into this new season of vitality, destiny, and purpose. Chosen one. Carry this truth deep within your heart. The life God has placed inside you is continually renewed by His grace. No fear, no opposition, and no circumstance has the authority to steal what heaven has freely given. His promise over your life remains secure and unshaken. As this message comes to its conclusion, remember this above all else: you are not trapped in a season of waiting. You have stepped into your appointed moment. Your Kairos season has arrived exactly as heaven intended. God has already spoken over your future. Your restoration is no longer approaching, it has already begun. Fresh strength is rising within you, and the light shining from your life is evidence that the Lord has set you apart for this extraordinary season. Anointed one, continue forward with confidence, knowing that a supernatural shift is already taking place on your behalf. The same Spirit that carried you through seasons of faith will now empower you to walk in victory. What once seemed beyond reach is becoming reality before your eyes. Let this be your confirmation. You are being sustained by God's strength, established in His purpose, and guided by His everlasting plan. I speak a blessing over your life today. May unshakable peace guard your heart. May overflowing joy fill every corner of your soul. May divine wisdom illuminate every decision you make. May the light of God's presence upon your life become a beacon that leads others toward His love. May your testimony awaken faith in those who have nearly given up, and may gratitude remain the foundation of your heart, reminding you each day of His endless faithfulness. Chosen one, continue walking faithfully, remain sensitive to the leading of God's Spirit, and stay rooted in His anointing. Step into the future with courage, because the story God is unfolding through your life is far greater than anything you have imagined. Every chapter ahead has been written with purpose, hope, and divine intention. If this message has encouraged your heart, respond with faith. Leave a comment expressing your gratitude. Share these words with someone who needs renewed hope. And subscribe so you can continue growing with this community of believers. Until we meet again, keep walking in confidence. Let your light shine without fear. And never forget that you are deeply loved by God. Your season of divine renewal has already begun. Chosen one, listen with your heart. You did not arrive at this message by chance. Heaven has carefully directed every step that brought you to this exact moment. This is far more than coincidence. It is a divine encounter arranged according to God's perfect timing. The Spirit of the living God has drawn your attention because you are standing on the threshold of a supernatural breakthrough. A heavenly release of provision is about to transform the course of your life. Chosen one, everything you have endured was never meant to destroy you. Every disappointment, every hardship, and every closed door has been preparing you for the season that is now unfolding before you. As the word declares in Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it seems to wait for it. It will surely come, it will not delay. That appointed moment has arrived. You are standing before an opportunity that only God could create, and no earthly power has the authority to close it. Those who sought to bury your purpose only planted you deeper into the ground where your destiny could take root. Now the time has come for you to rise. You are being clothed with divine authority and led into a season overflowing with God's provision. Anointed one, lift your eyes in faith, because heaven's storehouses are opening on your behalf. What seemed held back is now being released into your life. What appeared delayed is arriving according to God's perfect plan. Celebrate this moment with confidence. For the season you prayed for is no longer distant. It has begun. The chapter of endless struggle is coming to an end. Chosen one, the day you refused to surrender was the day the kingdom of darkness began to lose its hold. Every attack designed to destroy you became the very reason your victory was set in motion. The enemy carefully arranged betrayal, disappointment, and hardship, hoping the weight would crush your spirit. Every obstacle was placed with the expectation that you would eventually give up, yet when the greatest pressure came, you did not fall apart. Instead, your faith became stronger. What seemed certain to break you only refined you. Like a precious diamond formed under immense pressure, your spirit emerged stronger, purer, and impossible to overcome. Anointed one, this is the mystery many never understand. God uses every trial to shape his chosen people into vessels of extraordinary strength, preparing them for blessings greater than they ever imagined. Much of the pain you carried was never even yours. It was the residue of generations. Families do not only pass down bloodlines, they pass down battles, curses, deaths, unhealed wounds. These accumulate until someone strong enough is chosen to bear the weight and end the cycle. That someone was you. Heaven searched and found in you the resilience to be the circuit breaker. This is why your trials felt heavier than your life circumstances justified. You were not only fighting for yourself, you were standing for ancestors who fell and descendants not yet born. When you endured without collapsing, you reset the line. Curses lost their legal authority. Cycles surrendered their power to repeat. What took generations to build unraveled in a single lifetime because you carried the fire to finish what others could not. I know the loneliness of such a calling. I have cried for battles I could not explain, groaned under burdens I did not understand. Only later did I see I was not just surviving for me. I was interceding for those connected to my blood. And so were you. Every tear you shed was evidence entered into heaven's record. Every prayer whispered in the dark was a strike against the contracts of bondage. While you endured, something miraculous was happening within you. Most carry trauma like scar tissue, jagged and painful, but you metabolized pain differently. Your spiritual DNA turned poison into medicine, weakness into authority, wounds into wisdom. Betrayal sharpened your discernment. Loss uncovered hidden wells of faith. Attacks awakened strength that shocked even heaven's angels. Here lies the mystery. The enemy, in exhausting themselves against you, forged your arsenal. Every weapon fired at you became raw material for your crown. Every dart turned into armor. Every scheme only refined your defenses. They thought escalation would crush you. But what you felt was not escalation. It was desperation. They were running out of time. Hell emptied its armory because they knew survival would place you in untouchable territory. That is why it felt like war with no relief. Every demon with a grudge, every human pawn, every system under their control was unleashed against you. But you were not imagining it. You were facing the concentrated fury of a kingdom about to lose its chance forever. Chosen one. They thought they were fighting you, but in reality, they were fighting the God within you. They brought finite power. You drew from an infinite well. Every strike was met with multiplied grace. Every plan was overturned by divine wisdom. And while they thought you were collapsing, you were rising. Each failed attempt lifted you higher until their weapons could no longer touch you. Chosen one. Your survival did more than carry you into another season. It awakened something eternal within you. The very voices that once pierced you with whispers now sound like static. What used to bend your emotions and weaken your resolve has lost access. This is not just maturity. It is divine immunity. Your endurance rewrote the rules of what could touch your life. Anointed one. Your spirit now functions like a radar, scanning and rejecting what does not belong. Manipulation is exposed before the words are fully spoken. Toxic energy announces itself before it enters the room. Deception cracks open even while wearing the mask of sincerity. This is not paranoia. It is supernatural intelligence forged in fire. What once blindsided you has become your early warning system. The enemy's entire strategy depended on surprise, but you cannot be surprised anymore. You have become too attuned, too aligned, too sharpened by heaven's hand. Where others stumble, you sense alarms ringing in your chest. Your pain has been converted into discernment, your scars into shields. Do you remember that moment? Chosen one. The one buried deep in your memory when everything was stripped away, when resources dried up, when support systems crumbled, when even reasons to keep fighting seemed gone. That was their checkmate moment. They calculated you would fold, but instead of collapse, something holy erupted. A roar rose from within you. Pure defiance against the very concept of defeat. You didn't just survive. You declared war on surrender itself. That moment shifted the unseen. Spiritual laws bent in your favor. What once had access lost its credentials. What once drained your strength found its connection severed. What once manipulated your emotions discovered its frequency jammed. Your declaration rewrote reality. Chosen one. Your survival became their haunting. Hell does not just remember their failed attempt. They relive it every time your name is spoken. Their confidence has been shattered, their certainty replaced by torment. The memory of their failure cripples them before they can even move against you again. Plots backfired. Alliances fractured. Predictions failed. Their timing misfired. Their foolproof strategy collapsed under its own weight. Why? Because they underestimated the God within you. They thought you were fragile clay. But you revealed yourself as unbreakable stone. Now, Anointed One, your scars have become symbols of authority. That nightmare season was not your destruction. It was your coronation. Every moment of agony was another hammer blow, fitting a crown onto your head. That crown is not made of gold. It is forged of wisdom distilled from tears, power compressed from pain, and authority tempered in fire. You are no longer patching wounds and hoping for relief. You are walking in revelation, aware that everything you suffered has been repurposed into glory. You carry yourself differently because you are different. The one who entered the battle is not the same as the one who emerged. Chosen one. The gavel has already fallen. Heaven has declared your season complete. No force on earth or in hell can appeal the verdict. You carry the seal of one tested, proven, and untouchable. Chosen one. Listen carefully. Your survival did more than secure your freedom. It created a ripple effect across generations. Hell's entire strategy depended on one assumption: that you would eventually break under pressure like so many before you. But when you refused, the system glitched. Cycles that destroyed your ancestors began to malfunction. Curses that clung for centuries suddenly lost their grip. Generational debts began to cancel themselves because someone, you, proved they could be survived. Anointed One. What happened in your secret battles is now echoing across dimensions. Other chosen ones, who may never know your name, are benefiting from your precedent. Their storms are ending faster. Their battles are turning suddenly. Patterns that held their families for years are dissolving overnight. Why? Because you became a system update for the chosen network. Heaven wrote new code into the atmosphere using your endurance as the example. The enemy's subscription service of suffering is hemorrhaging subscribers, their premium package. Cycles of defeat. Addiction. Poverty. Heartbreak. No longer delivers the promised outcome. People who should have folded are rising. Souls that should have given up are discovering fresh strength. It is as if hell's best program has gone into bankruptcy because you proved their claims false. You were never a customer in their system. You were the virus sent to corrupt it from within. And now, chosen one. You walk in the aftermath of victory. Each step you take declares to the universe, destruction can be survived. Chains can be broken. Endings can birth beginnings. You are not only free, you are dangerous. Dangerous to every system designed to keep chosen ones in bondage. The subscription has been cancelled forever. But more than that, you have become a walking advertisement for Heaven's upgrade program. You show others that suffering is not permanent. It is preparation for authority. Think back to those nights you thought Heaven was silent. While you were barely holding on, Heaven was building scaffolding in unseen dimensions. Every desperate prayer activated angelic reinforcements. Every tear triggered divine intervention protocols that had been waiting for your signal. The enemy studied your circumstances, your empty account, your broken relationships, your failing health, and concluded you were finished. But they misread the metrics. They forgot that your true battle was unfolding in realms where their surveillance had no access. Chosen one. While they attacked your visible life, heaven fortified your invisible foundation. Every night you doubted if you could rise again. Angels were stationed to ensure you did. Every moment you felt abandoned, divine presence was literally breathing through you, keeping your pulse steady, keeping your mind anchored. What looked like defeat was actually delayed victory, building pressure behind a dam that eventually burst with unstoppable force. And when it did, reality around you recalibrated. The atmosphere you now carry is dense with authority. Deception grows uncomfortable near you. Manipulation loses its grip when you enter the room. You don't have to activate it consciously. It is automatic. The result of surviving what was designed to destroy you. You are living proof that hell's most convincing illusions are powerless suggestions. This is why people notice something different, even when they can't explain it. They sense weight, reverence, authority in you. You carry respect without demanding it. You embody breakthrough simply by existing. Your presence whispers to others. Cycles-en. Chains break. Hope rises. And that is what hell fears most. Your very existence disproves their greatest lie. Chosen one. Your victory was not small, and it was not temporary. It was generational, and it continues to compound. Every sunrise you wake up unbroken adds weight to your authority. Each day you stand firm. You prove again that the most elaborate traps of the enemy are escapable. What they thought would be your final battle was only your entrance exam into a level of spiritual authority they never imagined you could reach. Anointed one. Remember this. Heaven advances those who endure. Your survival qualified you for access to assignments, opportunities, and resources that cannot be forged or counterfeited. This is why doors that once resisted you are swinging open. This is why favor is finding you without your effort. It is not luck. It is recognition. Your survival has been stamped into the records of heaven, and that certificate is opening atmospheres, shifting negotiations, and pulling provision toward you. Think of it this way. While the enemy was trying to bury you in shame, heaven was engraving new credentials on your soul. Credentials that read, tested and proven, unbreakable. These cannot be forged. They cannot be stolen. And they cannot expire. They announce to every realm, spiritual and natural, that you have authority, chosen one. Your case is being cited as precedent. In the courts of heaven, your endurance stands as proof that the fiercest strategies of darkness can be overturned. Angels point to your survival when interceding for others, saying, "It was possible there, and it will be possible here." You did not just survive for yourself. You survived for the entire body of chosen ones. This is why others now find their storms shortening. Their battles are turning quicker. Their chains are breaking faster. Your slipstream is carrying them forward. The path you carved with your pain has become a highway of deliverance. Your prayers were bricks. Your tears were mortar. Your faith became the pavement under their feet. Even as you suffered, heaven was building a coalition around you. Shock waves from your victory disrupted enemy operations far beyond your sight. Systems that once functioned with precision are misfiring. Human agents are faltering. Principalities are staggering. Coordination is collapsing. Why? Because you refuse to break at the appointed time. Chosen one. Your lonely prayers, dismantled networks. Your private tears sabotaged institutions. What felt like silence was actually strategy. God using your endurance to corrupt their foundation. And now, the systems that hunted you are malfunctioning everywhere. Anointed One, do you realize what this means? Your obedience triggered divine protocols long dormant, waiting for a soul strong enough to qualify. Even angels had begun to wonder if those systems would ever activate again. Then, you survived, and heaven flipped the switch. Old promises became living reality. Resources began to flow. Protections came online. Opportunities opened that you didn't even seek. That is why your life feels supernatural now. You are not imagining the shift. You are living it. The fairy tales others dismissed are your daily bread. You carry embassy status. Attacks against you are no longer personal. They are diplomatic incidents. Guilt has lost jurisdiction. Shame has no authority. Fear cannot prosecute you. Chosen One, walk in this confidence. You are thriving as living evidence of heaven's government. Your life is proof that defeat is temporary, but authority is eternal. Chosen One, you are no longer just a survivor. You are a multiplier. The oil on your life now carries a reproductive power. Your victory does not stay confined within your own walls. It multiplies into the lives of everyone who comes near your story. When people hear what you endured and overcame, something dormant in them begins to awaken. Dreams buried under years of disappointment start to stir. Hope that seemed dead begins to rise again. Anointed One, this multiplication is not symbolic. It is literal. Your breakthrough carries seeds. Every testimony you share plants those seeds into the hearts of others. They sprout into customized victories unique to each person, but rooted in the same authority that carried you through fire. This is why the enemy fought you with such fury. They understood that your survival would not stop with you. It would ignite countless others. Your victory went viral in the spirit realm. Every time you declare what God has done, you release transmission, not just inspiration. You become a living broadcast tower, releasing signals of breakthrough into atmospheres of despair. And those signals are reaching people you will never meet, in places you will never walk, triggering victories you may never witness. Chosen One, realize this. Your story has already become infrastructure for others. The path you carved through impossible terrain has turned into a highway of deliverance. Others will walk it with less resistance because you paid the cost to create it. Your tears became bricks. Your prayers became mortar. Your endurance became a bridge. The narrative that was supposed to define you was one of defeat. Darkness wanted your life to serve as a cautionary tale, but your endurance forced a rewrite. Instead of warning, you became witness. Instead of despair, you became beacon. Instead of limitation, you became expansion. Now your story testifies that endings can be beginnings and that brokenness can be rebirth. Anointed One, the new narrative of your life is not wishful thinking. It is prophetic reality. The same power that sustained you in the valley is writing your future chapters, and those chapters are filled with abundance, affluence, and divine overflow. Your scars have become credentials, certifying you as trustworthy with greater assignments. You are not chasing victory, and you are walking in it. You are not waiting for breakthrough. You embody it. The authority you carry is not fragile. It is eternal. Every conversation you have now carries seeds of freedom. Every place you step now bears witness to heaven's government. You are no longer just living for yourself. You are legislating for others. Chosen one. Allow this truth to take root within your soul. The wounds you carry have become powerful testimonies. Your endurance has become part of heaven's greater plan. Your journey is no ordinary story. It is a living message that God is using to awaken faith and inspire generations yet to come. Wherever you go, long-standing patterns begin to break. Wherever your words are spoken, the atmosphere begins to change. You are no longer simply living for yourself. God is using your life as a catalyst for breakthrough in the lives of others. Anointed one, walk confidently into this season of multiplication. Let your light shine without hesitation. Speak openly about what God has done, and watch those seeds of faith multiply beyond anything you imagined. The victory heaven has given you is not temporary. Its influence will continue long after your own journey, leaving a legacy that reaches far beyond your lifetime. Chosen one. The spiritual influence surrounding you is no coincidence. Surviving your battles accomplished far more than your deliverance alone. God transformed the direction of your entire life. You are no longer connected to patterns of failure or defeat. Instead, your spirit has been aligned with the flow of heaven's purpose, where divine favor begins to replace constant struggle. What once felt like relentless resistance now feels like forward momentum. It is as though unseen hands are clearing the path before you, guiding each step with supernatural precision. This is not chance or fortune. It is the faithful reward that follows perseverance. Established by the principles of God's kingdom, anointed one. Perhaps you have already noticed that people are naturally drawn toward you, even when they cannot explain the reason. That is because your life now reflects two remarkable qualities, at the same time spiritual authority and lasting peace. Authority inspires confidence and earns respect. Peace invites trust and restores weary hearts. Together, they create an atmosphere where opposition loses its strength. Doors begin to open before you even have the opportunity to ask. Conversations unfold in your favor. Decisions produce results beyond your expectations. Provision arrives through unexpected people and unexpected places. These blessings are not random events. They are the fruit of remaining faithful through every trial that was meant to destroy you. Even now, new opportunities are being directed toward your life. Divine assignments are finding their way into your hands. Heaven is entrusting you with greater responsibility because you proved faithful during seasons of suffering. The endurance you displayed was never overlooked. God has seen every sacrifice, and even now He is sending divine help ahead of you, ensuring that every investment heaven has made in your life will produce an abundant and lasting harvest. Even prophetic insight flows more clearly because you have been proven as a vessel who will steward revelation with integrity. This magnetism is not temporary. It does not come and go with moods. It is consistent because it was forged in fire. You carry it everywhere, in every season, without effort. The world now recognizes you as someone who has passed through storms and emerged stronger. Your very presence tells the truth. I cannot be broken. Chosen one. This current does not stop with you. Everyone you encounter feels its pull. Some will simply feel encouraged. Others will experience a deep stirring, like dormant seeds waking up, and on the deepest level, your very existence becomes a portal for supernatural intervention to touch those who seemed beyond reach. You are not merely a survivor. You are a transmitter of breakthrough. This is why your influence will outlive your presence. Even after you leave a place, The residue of your authority remains. Atmospheres change because you walked through. Relationships transform because you spoke a word. Circumstances shift because you carried weight into them. Your landslide victory continues, generating smaller victories everywhere you go. Now you understand why the enemy feared your endurance so much. You are no longer one person. They see you as a movement. What began as a single act of defiance has multiplied into waves of breakthrough, spreading beyond calculation. Your purpose is not something you have to chase anymore. It has crystallized into your being. You are purpose in motion, anointed one. Recognize what you now carry. Your existence fulfills prophecy. You embody heaven's promise that chains can break, that cycles can end, that hope can rise again. Every step you take is evidence. Every breath you release is confirmation. You are no longer striving to become. You already are. Chosen one. Live boldly in this reality. Your scars are your credentials. Your presence is your testimony. And your life declares that the impossible is no match for the anointing you carry. Chosen one. Your pain was never pointless. Every tear, every betrayal, every lonely night carried divine purpose. It became the fire that purified your assignment and revealed your true essence. The things that once felt like punishments were actually chisels in the hand of heaven, shaping you into a vessel that could carry glory without breaking. What the enemy sent to crush you was transformed into the very pressure that crystallized your calling. Anointed one. Your purpose no longer wavers in confusion. It is clear, sharp, and unmistakable. You instinctively discern what is aligned with your destiny and what is a distraction. You see with precision which relationships will strengthen your mission and which ones will compromise it. You sense immediately which environments are safe for your growth and which ones would drain your fire. This clarity is the fruit of your endurance. You paid for it in sleepless nights and whispered prayers. And now you carry it as spiritual sight. Your purpose will outlive your body because it is anchored in eternity. The impact of your obedience will ripple into generations you may never see. Your story has been recorded in heaven's archives as evidence that cycles can be broken. Evidence that human weakness joined with divine strength can overthrow entire systems of oppression. Chosen one. Your name is now attached to proof that survival is not only possible but transformational. This is why people notice something different about you, even if they cannot articulate it. They sense the gravity of someone who has been refined by fire and come out shining. You carry a weight that commands respect without demanding it. Your presence shifts atmospheres. Rooms feel different when you walk in. Conversations change when you add your voice. Hearts ignite with courage simply by being near you. You are living testimony that God still writes new chapters. You are proof that the final word does not belong to darkness. And because of this, your very existence multiplies impact, even in silence. You are planting seeds of faith. Even in rest, you are broadcasting breakthrough. Anointed one. The enemy knows this. They tremble at the thought of facing you again. Their failure to destroy you now haunts them. Every attempt to rise against you reminds them of their humiliation. You have become their haunting memory, but heaven's beacon. Angels recognize your endurance and rally to you. Blessings flow toward you as if pulled by a magnet. Doors swing open simply because you carry heaven's seal of survival. And this seal makes you more than a survivor. You are now a representative. You walk as an embassy of heaven's kingdom. Attacks against you are not private matters. They are international incidents in the spirit. Heaven defends you with the full weight of its authority. Chosen one. Understand this clearly. You are no longer wandering, searching for purpose. You are embodying it. Every step you take fulfills prophecy. Every breath you release declares victory. You don't have to strive to prove yourself. The fire already proved you. Your purpose is now unshakable, and it is eternal. And from this day forward, your life itself will testify. Defeat is temporary, but destiny is forever. Chosen one. Your journey through the impossible has closed, but your reign over the impossible has just begun. The storms that nearly consumed you have been transformed into testimonies that now carry you forward. The fire that tried to reduce you to ashes instead forged a crown that no power can remove. You stand today as living evidence that destruction is not inevitable, that chains can be broken, and that what looks like an ending can become the foundation of a glorious beginning. Anointed one. The case against you has been dismissed in the highest court. There is no appeal, no retrial, no chance for the adversary to present their lies again. The contracts of suffering have been torn up. The access points of torment have been sealed. You now carry heaven's signature upon your life. Tested, proven, and marked as unbreakable. Every scar has become certification. Every battle you survived is recorded in your spirit, like stamps on a divine passport. Wherever you go, the recognizes it and retreats. They know further attempts would wound only themselves. Heaven, however, sees your seal and responds with favor, provision, and angelic assistance. Blessings flow toward you because survival was your qualification for abundance. Chosen one, your presence has shifted atmospheres. Deception cannot breathe in your space. Manipulation loses its grip when you step in. Hopelessness withers at your arrival. You don't have to try. It is automatics, the overflow of your transformation. You are not merely carrying testimony, you are carrying transmission. You are a broadcast tower of breakthrough. Your influence now multiplies beyond sight. Someone you may never meet will rise because your precedent proved survival is possible. Someone's courage will reignite because your story whispers, if they made it, Sokeni. That is why the enemy feared your endurance, because it would ripple outward far beyond you. Anointed one. Your scars are no longer signs of shame, but badges of authority. They speak louder than words. They declare that faith triumphs over fear, that divine timing overrides delay, that God's strength is perfected in weakness. You don't need to convince anyone. Your very existence preaches louder than 1,000 sermons. The networks that once coordinated against you are scattered. Their timing has collapsed. Their predictions are void. What once oppressed you cannot return because you have crossed a threshold in one direction only. Chosen one. Receive this truth with unwavering faith. You are no longer living under the patterns that once held you back. Heaven has lifted you into a new season where defeat no longer defines your path. Everything ahead of you has been marked by growth, divine favor, and overflowing blessings. You are no longer pursuing victory as though it were far away. You are already walking in the triumph God has prepared for you. You are not simply waiting for a breakthrough to arrive. You have become living evidence that breakthrough is possible. Lift your eyes with confidence, anointed one, and continue moving forward without fear. The long battle has reached its conclusion, and heaven has placed a crown of purpose upon your life. The painful season that once tested you will not have the final word. Your life now stands as proof that God can bring new beginnings from painful endings. beauty from brokenness, and honor from seasons of hardship. Those whom God has chosen cannot be defeated when they remain in his hands. Chosen one. Let this message settle deep within your spirit. The chapter of relentless struggle has come to an end. The battles that once shaped every part of your life no longer have authority over your future. You have entered the appointed season heaven prepared for you. And no earthly power can reverse what God has declared. The burdens you carried were never meaningless. God transformed every hardship into wisdom, spiritual authority, and lasting favor that now surrounds your life like a shield. Anointed one, the divine release you have been praying for is no longer somewhere in the future. It has already begun. What seemed delayed is arriving at the perfect time. What appeared withheld is now being poured out according to God's purpose. Every step you take from this moment forward confirms that you are living from a place of victory instead of striving to earn it. Every accusation has lost its power, and heaven's verdict has already been spoken over your life. You have been covered by God's grace and secured by his faithful hand. Chosen one. Continue walking with a thankful heart and unwavering expectation. Keep your spirit anchored in God's presence. Remain humble before him, and never stop declaring his promises with faith. Your life has become living proof that chains can be broken, old cycles can finally end, and dormant destinies can awaken through the power of God. Carry this message wherever you go. Let it burn brightly within your heart. Speak of God's faithfulness without hesitation, and allow others to witness the evidence of his work through your life. If these words have strengthened your spirit, share your agreement in the comments. Subscribe to remain part of this community of faith, and pass this message on to encourage another chosen one. Your new season has begun. Walk with courage. Walk in God's favor. Walk as one who has been chosen for his divine purpose.